page. Here is the case presentation, and let me start with the introduction of Malachi. Malachi is a 16 years old indigenous young man under the care of his maternal grandmother, struggling with high risks, behaviors, and placement instability. This case study will assess Malachi's complex background, including factors like family instability, substance misuse, and criminal behavior. And the key areas of focus include understanding his needs, addressing his challenging behaviors, and exploring cultural sensitive supportive strategies. The goal is to explore effective intervention that prioritize Malachi's safety support, his well-being, and stabilize his placement with his grandmother. And here is the second page with the background and the key concerns. Uh, Child diversity. Malachi history of environmental neglect, parental substance abuse, and the emotional fallout from numerous placement and changes. Provide context on how this experience can lead to behavioral issues and distribute in relationship. Current living arrangement. The strength and weaknesses of his placement with his grandmother, particularly focusing on her chronic health issues and how they might impact her inability to support him. High risk behavior, Malachi behaviors such as a substance misuse and explaining how these actions may stem from his past traumas and desire for social belonging. Connect this behavior to the broader themselves of indigenous youth, youth and systematic challenges. Let's go to second. Um, let's start from the challenging in engagement and the trust building. And, trust issues. Malachi difficulty in trusting and professional linking this to his experience with instability and perceived betrayal. Pre, Poor influence in association with poor engage in high risk. Behavior may serve as a coping mechanism for loneliness or alienation and the impact this has on decision making. Emotional struggles. Malachi aggression, especially towards his grandmother, is a manifestation of his internalized pain and frustrations. Emphasize the need for compassionate trauma-informed approach to help him express and manage his emotions. And another one is the ethical consideration. Uh, the safety versus autonomy. The ethical dilemma of respecting Malachi autonomy with ensuring his and his grandmother's safety. The implication of this balance on intervention strategies, family dynamics, and acknowledge the limitation and stress on Malachi grandmother, ensuring that any intervention prioritize her health and well-being. Cultural cultural sensitivity stress the importance of understanding the impacts of cultural and intergenerational trauma or Malachi advocating for approaches that honor his indigenous heritage and promoting healing. Coordinating with just worker involve careful sharing relevant information while protecting Malachi privacy. And another one is intervention strategies, culturally sensitive support. Propose connecting Malachi with indigenous mentor or community programs that resonate with his cultural identity. For a sense of belonging and purpose. Behavior supports program. The specific anger management program that designed for youth, focusing on skill development that can help reduce conflict with his grandmother. The interpretation harm reduction strategies explaining their relevance to Malachi situation and the importance of meeting him where he is in terms of substance use. And the family support option, they recommend respect care for his grandmother, highlighting how this can relieve stress while maintaining a stable environmental Malachi. And the another slide is risk management and the safety planning. Mm, the risk management and safety planning collaborate safety plans outline that he steps in developing a personalized safety plan with Malachi and his grandmother, focusing on protective strategies to manage his high risk behavior, monitoring criminal activities, and this discuss the role of the youth justice work in tracking Malachi activities and importance of identifying triggers or patterns that might lead to further issues. And the health check emphasized the need for regular health assessment for Malachi grandmother, ensuring she received adequate support to Malachi grandmother, ensuring she received adequate support to prevent burnout. Indigenous support service that advocate for involvement of indigenous organizations to provide culturally relevant research that align with Malachi identity and community, and to develop a safety plan in partnership with Malachi and his grandmother to address his risky behavior, creating safe outlets for his needs for autonomy, and it collaborate with the youth justice worker to monitor his criminal activities and identify patterns in his behavior that may increase his risk of reoffending. Established regular checks with his grandmother and health professional to manage her chronic health issues and prevent burnout. And this involved indigenous support service to provide culturally appropriate community-based safety research that can help reduce his engagement in high risk behaviors. And then another slide is, and my then the last slide is conclusion and the reflection. And the conclusion of this reflection, the conclusion of this presentation is the summary of challenges that recap the complexity involved in supporting indigenous youth like Malachi, underlying the systemic issues that contribute to his struggles. Mm, and the importance of culturally safe interpretation that necessity of culturally involved approach that only recognize Malachi trauma but also celebrate his heritage. The future direction emphasizes the need for ongoing reflective practice among professionals adapting statistics to meet Malachi's changing needs and the forecasting a supportive environment that promotes long-term stability and well-being. And Malachi, and we highlight the challenges of supportive indigenous youth with a history of trauma and the placement instability, and the culturally intervention, behavior support, and stability in his placement with his grandmother are essential to forecasting trust and long-term well-being. And ethical considerations include balancing autonomy with protection, respecting cultural needs, and prioritizing his and his grandmother's safety. Reflecting culturally involved practice in crucial adaptive align with Malachi involving needs and complex background. And this is my reference where I get all the information. And I hope I did my best. And thank you for the wonderful video presentation. Thank you. See you.